Ryan wiped the sweat from his forehead as he tightened the last bolt on the mining rig. The colony had been built on the edge of explored space, far from the comfort of Earth. The rocks here were rich with rare metals, but life was hard. Ryan had grown used to the isolation, the hum of machinery and the constant dust in the air. He liked the quiet. It gave him time to think, and he liked to think. One day, while scouting a nearby asteroid field for new veins of metal, Ryan noticed something unusual. A shadow among the rocks moved oddly. He paused his hover vehicle and looked closer. At first he thought it was just a large rock, but its shape seemed unnatural. Curiosity pulled him closer. As he navigated through the field, he saw the edges of something enormous buried under a layer of ice and dust. Ryan landed carefully on the nearest asteroid. The surface was uneven, sharp rocks jutting out. He grabbed his scanner and began to sweep the area. The readings were strange. Nothing in human records matched the structure he had found. The object was massive, far larger than any human ship, and it seemed old, very old. According to the scanner, it had not moved in centuries. Ryan felt a thrill run through him. This could be the discovery of a lifetime. Humans had explored far, but they had not found alien technology of this scale before. The possibilities were endless. He carefully approached the structure. Its surface was smooth with patterns that glowed faintly under his lights. Lines of strange symbols ran across the hull, unlike any writing he had ever seen. He tapped on the metal. It was strong but not entirely solid. The surface gave slightly under his tools. Ryan frowned. Whatever this was, it was not just abandoned. It had been preserved. He circled the ship, scanning for entrances. After several minutes, he found a hatch sealed tight but not locked. Using his tools, he worked carefully, forcing it open. Inside, the ship was dark. Dust floated in the low gravity, dancing in the beams of his lights. The interior was massive, larger than any human spaceship he had ever entered. The walls were lined with panels that seemed to react to his presence. Symbols glowed faintly when he touched them. Ryan's heart raced. He had expected empty halls, but there was more here. He explored slowly. The corridors were wide and curved, built for beings taller than humans. Strange lights flickered along the walls, forming patterns that made no sense to him. As he walked deeper, he came to a large chamber. At the center was a pedestal, and on it rested a crystalline object shaped like a crown. It pulsed with faint light as if alive. Ryan crouched to examine it. The patterns on the pedestal matched those on the hull. He could feel energy humming through the floor beneath his hands. He touched the crystal carefully. The light flared, and suddenly a voice filled the chamber. "Who awakens me?" it said. Ryan jumped back, dropping his tools. The voice was soft but commanding, melodic and strange. He looked around, panicked. I am Ryan," he said slowly. "I am human. I did not mean to wake anyone." The voice continued, calm now. "You are human. You are capable." Ryan's mind raced. He had heard stories of alien artifacts, but this was different. This ship was not just a machine. Something lived here or had lived here. He looked around, noticing panels on the walls lighting up. Symbols formed shapes he could not understand. His instincts told him to leave, but his curiosity rooted him to the spot. He sat down carefully on the floor. "What are you?" he asked. "I'm Arita," the voice said. "I am the Queen. My people, my ship, has been silent for 100 cycles. You can restore it." Ryan blinked. 100 years, your ship. You mean you are alive in it? "Yes," the voice said. "I was preserved. My people were attacked. I could not escape. Now you are here. You have skill. You can repair what has been broken." Ryan swallowed. This was unbelievable. Humans had not encountered living aliens before, at least not like this. Yet the voice was real, and he could feel it in the energy around him. Every instinct in his body told him this was dangerous, but his mind argued otherwise. He had spent his life solving impossible problems. This was the ultimate challenge. He looked at the control panels. They were alien, unlike anything human engineers had ever built. Symbols moved like water across the screens, responding to his touch. He studied them, tracing lines, pressing panels, trying to understand their function. Slowly, tiny systems began to hum. The screen flickered, showing a star map of unknown worlds. Ryan's eyes widened. "Can you see?" the voice asked. "Yes," Ryan said, astonished. "It's amazing. Your technology. It's unlike anything humans have." "You are human," Arita said. "You have ingenuity. You can repair what others could not. Will you help me?" Ryan hesitated. He thought of the dangers. If he failed, the ship could explode, or worse, he could be trapped inside. But he also thought of the knowledge, the opportunity to learn from an alien civilization that had advanced beyond humanity. His decision was made. "I will try," he said. For days, Ryan worked. He repaired small circuits, restored energy lines, and cleaned systems long dead. The ship responded to him. Panels lit as he approached. Engines hummed faintly, and doors moved smoothly after centuries of rust and dust. Each success thrilled him. He felt alive in a way he never had before. During his work, Arita guided him. Her voice explained complex systems in ways humans could understand. "The energy flows here," she said. "You must balance the currents carefully. Too much and it will overload. Too little, and the systems will not respond." Ryan learned quickly. Human problem-solving combined with alien knowledge made progress faster than he expected. He felt a strange bond with the voice, this queen of a species he had never met. He began to understand her motives, her sadness, and her hope. One evening, after weeks of work, Ryan activated the main chamber. A soft glow filled the room. The crystal crown pulsed brightly. Arita's presence felt stronger, more complete. The voice sounded clearer, warmer. "You are remarkable, Rion," she said. "Few would dare restore a ship of mine. Fewer would succeed." Ryan smiled, tired but proud. "I just wanted to understand. I wanted to see if I could fix it." "Curiosity is your strength," Arita said. "It is why humans survive, why you can achieve what others cannot. Soon the ship will awaken fully, and then our journey begins." Ryan looked around the massive chamber, feeling the weight of what he had accomplished. He had found something incredible, something beyond human imagination. And now he was part of it. The adventure had only begun, and the stars outside seemed to shine brighter, calling him forward. He stood tall, ready for the challenges ahead. He knew repairing the ship was just the first step. There were mysteries to uncover, dangers to face, and a universe waiting for him. But for the first time in his life, Ryan felt that humans could rise to meet any challenge. That human ingenuity and courage could make a difference on a scale he had never imagined. And as the ship's systems hummed around him, Ryan felt the thrill of discovery, knowing he had touched something extraordinary, and that humanity's story in the stars was only beginning. The hum of the ship filled the chamber as Ryan worked through the night. Lights pulsed along the walls in rhythm with the ship's energy. He had never felt anything like it. Each system he repaired seemed to awaken a small part of the ship, as if it were slowly remembering its purpose. "Ryan," said the voice of Arita, calm and clear. "The core is responding. Your work has brought me closer to full consciousness. Soon I will awaken completely. Are you ready?" Ryan paused, wiping sweat from his brow. I think so," he said. "I've repaired most of the systems, but I don't know what will happen when the core fully activates." "Will it be safe?" Arita's voice was gentle. "It will be safe if you follow my guidance. Trust in yourself and trust in me. The bond we form now will be important. My consciousness will merge with the systems you have repaired, but I will guide you. You are not alone." Rion nodded. He felt a strange excitement mixed with fear. For weeks he had worked tirelessly, navigating the alien systems, translating symbols in his mind into understanding. Now the moment of awakening was near. He entered the central chamber once more. The crystal crown pulsed softly, casting faint light across the walls. Holographic symbols rose from the floor and hovered in the air. Ryan reached out and the symbol shifted in response to his hand. It was as if the ship recognized him, as if it had been waiting for him. "Focus on the energy matrix," Arita instructed. "Align the power flows through the conduits carefully. If the currents are uneven, the core will destabilize. The vessel is delicate after so long." Ryan studied the panels, tracing lines of glowing symbols with his fingers. He adjusted conduits and recalibrated energy flows. Slowly, the hum of the ship grew stronger, rising from a soft vibration to a steady resonance. The air felt charged, alive with potential. "Excellent," Arita said. "The systems are responding. I can feel the circuits reconnecting. Soon I will awaken fully. You have done more than repair the ship. You have given life to something thought lost forever." Ryan felt a surge of pride. He had faced impossible challenges before, but this was different. He had become part of something much larger than himself. A human engineer had revived an alien ship, and through it, a civilization that had been silent for 100 years might yet survive. Suddenly, A wave of light flooded the chamber. The crystal crown glowed brighter, and the holographic symbols merged into a single pattern. Ryan stepped back, shielding his eyes. A warm presence filled the room, a feeling of awareness and intelligence unlike anything he had ever encountered. "Ryan," the voice said, stronger now, filled with life and clarity. "I am awake. I am Arita the Queen. You have restored me." Ryan stumbled slightly, overwhelmed by the experience. You're really awake," he said. "I can feel it. In the ship." "It's incredible." "Yes," Arita said. "The ship and I are one. My mind flows through the systems. I can sense everything. I can see the past, the present, and fragments of what is to come. And I see you, Ryan. You are extraordinary." Ryan smiled nervously. "Extraordinary? I just fixed circuits. I followed instructions and learned as I went." "You do not understand," Arita said. "Your species, your creativity, your ability to solve problems with limited resources. It is remarkable. You have given me hope that humanity can rise to meet challenges beyond its world." Ryan felt a mix of pride and humility. He had always believed humans were capable, but hearing it from a being like Arita made him see it differently. Humanity was small compared to her civilization, yet it had potential. "Now," Arita continued, "we must prepare for what lies ahead. The ship is functional, but our journey is not complete. My people were scattered when our enemies attacked. Some survive hidden across the galaxy. We must find them, but danger remains. Those who destroyed my fleet may still hunt us." Ryan nodded. "I understand. I'll do whatever I can to help. Where do we start?" Arita guided him to a large holographic display that appeared above the floor. Stars and planets rotated slowly, connected by glowing lines of light. "These are the systems where my people may have survived," she explained. "We must travel carefully. The paths are dangerous and there are factions that will not welcome us." Ryan studied the map, tracing routes with his finger. "Some of these stars are uncharted by humans," he said. "We'll need to navigate carefully. I can calculate trajectories and fuel needs, and I can repair the ship if anything fails along the way." Arita's presence seemed to brighten, a wave of energy flowing through the room. "Your skills are more valuable than you realize. Together we can succeed where others have failed. But we must move quickly. The longer we wait, the more vulnerable my people become." Over the next days, Ryan worked alongside Arita, learning more about the ship and its capabilities. The engines were unlike anything human technology had produced. They drew energy from multiple sources, including the quantum field around stars. Shields could bend light and energy, rendering the ship almost invisible to enemies. Weapon systems were defensive, designed to protect rather than destroy. Ryan marveled at the design. "Your technology, it's beyond anything humans have imagined, and yet it responds to logic. I can work with it." "Yes," Arita said. "Logic and creativity together create power. That is why you are invaluable. Humans think differently, and your ingenuity allows me to use systems I could not control alone." During their work, Ryan discovered hidden rooms within the ship. Laboratories, libraries, and chambers containing artifacts of Arita's people. Holographic recordings activated when he entered, showing glimpses of life on her homeworld. Beautiful cities floating above oceans, beings of tall stature with elongated limbs, and minds capable of understanding the universe in ways humans could not yet imagine. "Your people, they were advanced," Ryan said quietly. "I can see why enemies feared you." "They were not without flaws," Arita said. "But they valued knowledge, cooperation, and exploration. It is why we survived as long as we did, and now humanity has a chance to share in that legacy." Ryan felt a strange sense of responsibility. The discovery had been thrilling, but now he understood it carried a weight. By restoring the ship and awakening Arita, he had become part of something greater. The lives of an entire civilization might depend on him. As he worked, he also learned more about Arita herself. She was not only a leader, but a guardian of knowledge and life. Her mind was vast yet patient and understanding. She asked questions about humans, their history, and their ways. Ryan explained their struggles, their victories, and their dreams. She listened intently, sometimes commenting with curiosity or admiration. "You humans," she said one evening, "you are young but resilient. You survive in harsh conditions, adapt to challenges, and innovate when resources are limited. That is why I chose to awaken with your help. Your species has potential to rise, not just to survive." Ryan smiled. "I never thought I'd hear that from an alien queen. Inspiring, Arita's light pulsed softly. Inspiration is the beginning. Action is what follows. Soon we will leave this asteroid field. We will navigate the stars together, and humanity will be part of a story far larger than itself. As days passed, the ship's systems became fully operational. Engines hummed with power, shields glowed with protective energy, and the navigation systems responded to Ryan's commands. The alien vessel, once silent for 100 years, now thrummed with life, guided by a human hand and the mind of a queen. Ryan stood on the main bridge looking out at the asteroid field. Stars glittered in the distance and the ship felt alive beneath his feet. "I can't believe it," he said quietly. "I never imagined humans could touch something like this." "You have not only touched it," Arita said, her voice flowing around him. "You have restored it, and you have restored hope for my people. Your courage, your curiosity, and your skill have made this possible. Together we will journey to the stars and find those who still survive." Ryan felt a thrill of excitement and responsibility. The adventure was only beginning, but he was ready. He had repaired what was broken, awakened what was lost, and discovered a purpose far beyond his life on a lonely mining colony. The ship waited, alive and ready, as the stars stretched endlessly before them. And for the first time, Ryan knew that humanity could rise to meet the challenges of the galaxy, that their ingenuity and courage could make a difference, and that the story of humans among the stars was just beginning. He took a deep breath and prepared for the next step. Together with Arita, he would face the unknown, learn the secrets of a lost civilization, and prove that humans could achieve greatness beyond their home world. The awakening was complete and the journey had begun. Ryan stood on the main deck of the alien ship, his hands hovering over the control panels. Light pulsed beneath his fingers, reacting to every subtle movement. The hum of the engines filled the room, a low and steady rhythm that vibrated through the floors. Arita's presence flowed through the ship, a wave of awareness that guided his every move. "Ryan," Arita said, her voice calm and clear. "We must begin the final repairs. The engines need calibration, the shields require reinforcement, and the navigation systems must be aligned for interstellar travel. Your skills are essential." Ryan nodded, feeling a mixture of pride and tension. This was no longer simple repair work. The ship was alive, yes, but it was also delicate. Every action had to be precise or they could destabilize the systems. He had repaired broken circuits and cleaned dust from old panels before, but nothing in his experience compared to this. Arita guided him through the steps. "Balance the power cores carefully. You must synchronize their energy flows. Too much pressure and the systems will overload. Too little, and the ship will fail to respond." Ryan studied the glowing conduits, tracing lines with his fingers. He adjusted valves and recalibrated circuits, feeling the energy respond beneath his touch. Slowly, the hum of the engines grew stronger, rising to a confident, powerful rhythm. He smiled. "The cores are stabilizing," he said. "I think we're ready for the next step." Arita's light pulsed softly, her way of showing approval. "Good. Now we move to the shields. They are not merely protective layers. They are designed to bend light and energy, making the ship almost invisible to enemies. You must strengthen them without altering their patterns." Rion worked carefully, adjusting panels and connecting conduits as Arita guided him. Symbols shifted along the walls, almost like a dance, reacting to the energy flowing through the ship. He could feel the intelligence of the vessel itself, a quiet awareness that watched and responded to every action. Hours passed and Rion felt a growing connection with the ship. He no longer saw it as a machine. It was a living being, ancient and wise, and he was part of its restoration. Arita spoke often during the process, teaching him about her people's technology and the logic behind their design. "Your species is clever," she said. "You adapt quickly, using limited resources to achieve extraordinary results. That is why I have chosen to awaken with your help. Humans possess creativity that even advanced technology cannot replace." Ryan felt a warmth in his chest. He had never considered his work in such a grand context. He had repaired machines before, solved technical problems, but never had his actions seemed to matter on such a cosmic scale. As they moved to the navigation systems, Arita explained the complexity of interstellar travel. The routes between stars are not simple lines. Gravity, radiation, and hidden anomalies must all be calculated precisely. The slightest misstep could send us off course. We must rely on both human ingenuity and alien knowledge to navigate safely. Ryan's fingers danced across the panels, inputting data, adjusting trajectories, and monitoring energy flows. He felt a thrill of excitement. Human calculations combined with Arita's guidance allowed him to find solutions that neither of them could achieve alone. "You have an exceptional mind," Arita said. "Your species is young, but your intelligence is remarkable. You see patterns where others see chaos. That is why we succeed." The repairs continued for days. Rian and Arita worked together, facing one challenge after another. Some panels refused to respond. Others had energy surges that could have damaged the systems. Ryan improvised, using tools and materials from the ship and his own knowledge to stabilize the circuits. Arita guided him through each step, teaching him to understand the alien logic behind the technology. One afternoon, a warning alarm blared through the ship. Ryan jumped to the controls. "What is it?" he asked. "An old defense system has activated," Arita said. "It perceives our actions as a threat. Do not be afraid. I will help you disable it." Ryan followed her instructions, carefully rerouting power and redirecting energy flows. Sparks flew from a panel and the lights flickered. He held his breath, knowing that a single mistake could cause a catastrophic failure. With precise movements and guidance from Arita, he calmed the system. The warning ceased, and the ship's hum returned to its steady rhythm. Ryan exhaled, feeling both relief and exhilaration. "You handled that perfectly," Arita said. "Your courage and quick thinking are invaluable. Humans are capable of extraordinary achievements." Ryan smiled, feeling a sense of pride he had never known. This was not just about repairing a ship. It was about proving that humans could meet challenges far beyond their world, challenges that even an advanced alien civilization could not face alone. As the days passed, the bond between Ryan and Arita grew stronger. They communicated constantly, exchanging ideas and strategies. Arita taught him to understand her people's philosophy of technology, where every system was designed to serve life and knowledge, not just power or war. "You humans can learn much from cooperation," Arita said. "Your strength is in your unity and your ability to innovate when faced with obstacles. That is why I trust you with my ship and my mission." Ryan worked tirelessly, repairing engines, calibrating shields, and testing navigation systems. He also explored hidden chambers within the ship, discovering libraries of holographic data, archives of knowledge, and artifacts from Arita's civilization. Each discovery filled him with awe. He realized the true value of the ship was not just its technology, but the wisdom of a species that had reached far beyond the stars. "Your people, they valued knowledge," Ryan said one evening. "They built this not just as a weapon, but as a vessel of learning and protection." "Yes," Arita said. "We believed that understanding and preservation were greater than destruction. That is why this ship was built to endure, to protect life and knowledge even in the darkest times. And now humanity has become part of that legacy." Ryan felt the weight of responsibility. By helping Arita, he was not only repairing a ship but also safeguarding the future of a civilization. His mind raced with possibilities, imagining what humans could achieve if they embraced cooperation, ingenuity, and courage. One day, while testing the navigation systems, Ryan noticed unusual readings. "Queen Arita, sensors detect an anomaly near the edge of this star system. It could be debris or something else." Arita's light pulsed with attention. "We must investigate carefully. It could be remnants of my enemies or survivors of my people. Prepare for cautious approach. We cannot take unnecessary risks." Ryan adjusted the ship's course, maneuvering carefully through the asteroid field. He felt the thrill of space travel combined with the responsibility of guarding a being of such immense power. Every choice mattered. When they reached the anomaly, they discovered a floating wreckage, clearly part of an old alien vessel. Ryan carefully scanned the debris. "It's damaged, but some systems are still active," he said. "Perhaps we can learn from it," Arita agreed. "Yes, study it. Humanity must understand both success and failure. Knowledge comes from observing what went wrong as much as what went right." Ryan worked through the wreckage, analyzing energy patterns, repairing minor circuits, and documenting every detail. He realized that human problem-solving combined with Arita's guidance allowed him to understand technology far beyond human design. He felt a deep satisfaction in learning and applying this knowledge. Days turned into weeks. Together, Ryan and Arita completed the ship's restoration. Engines purred with power, Shields glimmered like energy webs and navigation systems mapped paths across galaxies unknown to humans. The alien vessel, once dormant for 100 years, now thrived under the partnership of human ingenuity and alien wisdom. "Ryan," Arita said one evening, her voice resonating with pride, "you have done more than repair a ship. You have proven that humans are capable of rising to challenges beyond their imagination. Your species has potential to achieve greatness among the stars." Ryan smiled, looking at the glowing panels and the vastness of space beyond. "I never imagined I'd be part of something like this. It's incredible. And it's just the beginning, isn't it?" "Yes," Arita said. "The journey is only beginning. Together we will find my people, face challenges, and explore the galaxy. Your courage, creativity, and intelligence have made this possible. Humanity will not be overlooked in the future of the stars." Ryan felt a deep sense of pride and purpose. He had not only repaired a ship but had become part of a story larger than himself. Humans, small and young in the galaxy, had the power to achieve greatness through ingenuity, courage, and cooperation. And now he was ready to face whatever lay ahead, alongside the awakened queen and the living ship. The stars outside glittered like jewels, calling them forward. Ryan took a deep breath, feeling the hum of the ship beneath him alive and powerful. He knew the challenges ahead would be immense, but he also knew that humans could rise to meet them. Together with Arita, they would navigate the unknown, protect knowledge and life, and carve a place for humanity among the stars. For the first time, Ryan felt that the universe was not a place to fear, but a place to explore, to understand, and to master. And with the queen of an ancient civilization at his side, he was ready to do just that. The stars stretched endlessly outside the ship's wide viewport as Ryan adjusted the navigation panels. The alien vessel hummed with energy beneath his hands, its systems alive and responsive. Arita's presence flowed through every corridor, calm and commanding. For weeks they had worked together to repair the ship and restore its power. Now it was ready for the next step, discovering the fate of her scattered people. "Ryan," Arita said, her voice soft but firm, "we are nearing a region where remnants of my fleet may still exist. I sense faint signals, echoes of systems that survived the attacks. But be cautious. Those who destroyed my civilization may still hunt these sectors. We must be prepared for resistance." Ryan studied the star map. Small points of light blinked along the paths she indicated, some marked with unusual energy signatures. "It looks dangerous," he said. "We'll need precise maneuvers and shields at full strength. If anything goes wrong, we could be trapped." Arita's light pulsed in affirmation. "I trust your skills, Ryan. Your human ingenuity combined with the ship's capabilities gives us an advantage. We must proceed carefully but decisively. My people rely on us." As they approached the first system, strange readings appeared on the sensors. Floating debris, remnants of destroyed vessels, drifted silently. Rion navigated through the wreckage, careful to avoid collisions. "These are survivors of old battles," he said quietly. "It's incredible that anything survived at all." Arita's presence filled the room with a faint glow. "Yes, my fleet was scattered and many perished. Those who remain are hidden, awaiting allies. We must find them and restore hope." Suddenly, the ship's sensors detected movement. Small vessels, sleek and hostile, appeared on the radar. Ryan's hands flew across the controls. "Arita, we have company. They're approaching fast. They are remnants of the forces that attacked my people," Arita said. "Do not panic. We can outmaneuver them if we act together. Trust your instincts." Ryan adjusted the engines, weaving through asteroid clusters with precision. The enemy ships fired energy bursts, but the shields held firm. He felt exhilaration as he coordinated evasive maneuvers. Arita guided him, sharing insight into alien energy patterns and enemy tactics. Together they created a combination of human strategy and alien technology that allowed the ship to evade damage. After several tense minutes, the hostile ships withdrew. Ryan exhaled, his heart racing. "That was close," he said. Arita's voice was calm. "Yes, but you handled it well. Humans have adaptability that even my enemies cannot predict. Your creativity saved us. This is why I chose you to awaken with me. Your species has potential beyond imagination." Rion smiled, feeling a mixture of pride and relief. "I never thought humans could make a difference on this scale. But here we are, surviving and learning." As they moved deeper into the system, Arita explained the history of her people. "We were explorers and protectors. Our civilization valued knowledge, life, and cooperation. But our enemies feared what we represented. They attacked without warning, scattering our fleet across the galaxy. Many of my people were lost, but some survived in hidden sectors. Our mission is to find them and restore hope. Ryan listened, fascinated. The story of her people was both tragic and inspiring. It's amazing that your civilization endured so long and achieved so much, he said. And now humans are part of that legacy. Yes, Arita said. Your species is young, but your ingenuity is extraordinary. By working together, we can overcome challenges even my people could not face alone. That is why I trusted you to awaken me and restore this ship. They approached a hidden sector where sensors indicated faint energy signals. Ryan guided the ship carefully, weaving through asteroid fields and radiation pockets. As they emerged, a small fleet of surviving ships appeared, damaged but operational. Ryan's eyes widened. Queen Arita, they survived. They're real. Arita's light pulsed brightly with emotion. Yes, my people survived. They are cautious, wary of strangers, but with your help, we can show them that hope remains. Approach carefully, Ryan. Let them see that we come in peace. Ryan adjusted the ship's trajectory, signaling a peaceful approach. The alien fleet observed them, scanning and analyzing. Arita projected a soft holographic message, showing her presence and intent. Slowly, the surviving ships began to respond positively, their systems lighting up in recognition. They trust us, Ryan said, amazed. Your presence? It makes all the difference. Yes, Arita said. Leadership is not about power alone. It is about guidance, presence, and hope. Humans can learn much from this. You, Ryan, have learned quickly. You have shown courage, wisdom, and ingenuity. The surviving fleet allowed Ryan and Arita to dock. Ryan stepped onto the lead ship, marveling at the alien technology and the resilience of its people. They were tall, graceful, and cautious, but their eyes showed recognition of Arita's presence. She moved among them, offering reassurance and hope. Ryan, she said, your courage and skill have brought us together. Humanity has proven itself worthy. Your ingenuity, combined with our technology, has restored what was lost. You are a symbol of what humans can achieve. Ryan felt humbled. I only did what I could, he said. But seeing all of this, it's incredible. I never imagined humans could be part of something like this. Arita smiled, her light pulsing with warmth. You are part of something far larger than yourself. Humans are young, but your species has potential to rise among the stars. You have proven that creativity, courage, and cooperation can achieve what seems impossible. The leaders of the surviving fleet gathered, observing the restored ship and the human who had awakened the queen. Ryan felt a sense of pride as they recognized his contribution. Arita spoke to them, introducing him and explaining the human role in their restoration. They have given us life again, she said. Humans are capable, brave, and ingenious. They have proven that even in the darkest times, hope can be restored through determination and cooperation. Ryan's heart swelled. He had never sought recognition, yet he felt the weight of responsibility and the pride of accomplishment. Humanity had been small and young in the galaxy, but now, through his actions, they had a place in the story of an ancient civilization. Over the next days, Ryan and Arita coordinated with the surviving fleet. Repairs were made to damaged ships, systems were reactivated, and strategies were devised to protect their people from future threats. Ryan's human problem-solving and ingenuity became invaluable, complementing the alien technology and wisdom. One evening, as Ryan worked on a navigation array, Arita approached. Ryan, there is something you must understand. Our enemies are not gone. They still seek to destroy my people, but with your species' ingenuity and courage, we have a chance to prepare, defend, and survive. Humanity can rise to meet these challenges. Ryan nodded, feeling determination. We'll be ready. I've learned a lot from you in this ship, and I believe humans can contribute even more. We'll face whatever comes together. Arita's light pulsed with approval. That is why I awakened with your help. I needed someone capable of understanding, adapting, and innovating. Your species has demonstrated those qualities. Together, we will lead my people to safety and restore what was lost. As the fleet prepared for the next stage of their journey, Ryan felt a renewed sense of purpose. The universe was vast, full of dangers and mysteries, but humanity had proven it could rise to meet them. With courage, ingenuity, and cooperation, even the smallest species could achieve greatness. The stars stretched endlessly before them, full of possibility. And Ryan knew that he, a human engineer, had become part of a story far larger than himself. A story of survival, hope, and the potential of humanity among the stars. The restored fleet moved together through the stars, a symbol of survival, hope, and unity. Ryan stood on the deck of the alien ship, feeling the hum of engines beneath his feet. Light pulsed along the walls, reflecting Arita's presence throughout the vessel. The queen of an ancient civilization had fully awakened, and the surviving members of her people followed their guidance. Ryan's human ingenuity had made it possible, and he felt pride like never before. "Ryan," Arita said, her voice calm and commanding, "we have reached a critical stage. My people are prepared to rebuild, but we must ensure that our enemies cannot harm us again. We must create defenses, establish safe routes, and strengthen our alliances. Humanity's contribution will be crucial in this effort." Ryan nodded. "I understand, Queen Arita. I'll do everything I can to help. Together, we can make sure your people are safe and ready for the future." Arita's light pulsed in approval. "That is why I chose to awaken with your help. You have proven that humans can rise to challenges beyond their world. Your species is capable, courageous, and innovative. That is why you are a partner in this mission." The fleet approached a star system that had been hidden for centuries, a sanctuary where many of Arita's people had survived. Massive structures floated in orbit around a gas giant, glowing softly with alien energy. Ships that had been damaged or deactivated for decades slowly came to life as the restored fleet entered their domain. "This is incredible," Rion said quietly. "Your people? They survived everything." "Yes," Arita said. "They endured, guided by hope and careful strategy. And now together we can rebuild what was lost. Your species has become part of that effort. Humans can contribute in ways we did not anticipate, and that is valuable beyond measure." Ryan spent the next days coordinating with the surviving fleet and the hidden colonies. He repaired communication systems, recalibrated power cores, and ensured that the restored ships could move safely. Every system he touched responded quickly, as if recognizing his understanding and care. Arita guided him, offering insight and knowledge that no human could have discovered alone. Together, they trained the surviving crews. Ryan taught human problem-solving techniques, improvisation under pressure, and strategies for using limited resources creatively. Arita shared alien technology, energy manipulation, and methods for coordinating complex fleets. The combination of human ingenuity and alien wisdom created a new approach to survival and defense that no enemy could have anticipated. One morning, while monitoring the systems, Ryan noticed a subtle disturbance in the surrounding space. "Queen Arita, sensors detect movement at the edge of the system. It's faint, but something is approaching." Arita's light pulsed thoughtfully. "It may be scouts of the forces that once attacked us. We must remain calm and prepared. Humanity has demonstrated courage and creativity, and now we must apply it." Ryan adjusted the ship's shields and engines. "We'll be ready," he said. "I'll coordinate defense strategies and ensure that all ships are prepared to respond." When the approaching vessels arrived, they were cautious, scanning the restored fleet. Ryan worked with Arita to anticipate their moves, combining human tactics with alien technology. Shields deflected attacks and energy barriers protected the fleet from damage. The human ability to adapt quickly, combined with Arita's advanced systems, created a level of defense that surprised the enemy. After several tense moments, the hostile ships withdrew, apparently convinced that this fleet was beyond their ability to defeat. Ryan exhaled, feeling relief and pride. "We did it," he said quietly. "Yes," Arita said, her presence glowing warmly. "Humans and my people have proven that cooperation, ingenuity, and courage can overcome challenges even greater than the sum of our parts. This victory is only the beginning." Over the following weeks, the hidden colonies reconnected, restoring their systems and preparing for a new era. Ryan continued his work, coordinating repairs, training crews, and helping to design strategies for protection and exploration. Arita moved among her people, offering guidance, reassurance, and hope. "Rian," she said one evening, "you have shown what humans are capable of. Your courage, intelligence, and creativity have changed the course of our survival. My people respect you and I honor you. Humanity has proven itself worthy of partnership among the stars." Rian felt a warmth in his chest. He had never sought recognition, but he understood the meaning of her words. Humans, small and young in the galaxy, had a place in this civilization's story. He had helped restore hope, save lives, and create a future where two species could work together. The restored fleet gathered for a ceremonial event. Ships floated in orbit around the central planet, their lights glowing like constellations. Arita's presence was projected across the fleet, her light illuminating the structures below. She spoke to her people and to Ryan, acknowledging the human contribution. "You have given us life again," she said. "Through courage, ingenuity, and partnership, we have restored hope. Humans are capable, brave, and creative. They have shown that even the youngest species can rise to great challenges and shape the future. Ryan has proven this, and we honor him." Ryan stepped forward, feeling the weight of the moment. "I only did what I could," he said. "But seeing all of this, I realized that humans can achieve far more than we ever imagined. Together we can face challenges, protect life, and explore the stars." Arita's light pulsed brightly. "Yes, and together we will. This is the beginning of a new era. Humans and my people, united by courage, intelligence, and determination, will explore, learn, and protect life throughout the galaxy." The fleets moved in coordinated formation, preparing to leave the hidden system and explore new worlds. Ryan worked alongside Arita, adjusting systems and ensuring every ship was ready for the journey. He felt a deep sense of pride and purpose. He had started as a human engineer on a lonely mining colony, and now he was part of a story that spanned centuries, connecting species and civilizations. During their travels, Ryan learned more about Arita's culture, their approach to technology, and their philosophy of knowledge. He also shared human ingenuity, demonstrating creative solutions that Arita had not expected. Together, they formed a partnership that combined the best of both species, creating possibilities neither could achieve alone. One evening, as the ship sailed past a distant star, Ryan looked out at the universe and thought about humanity. "We are small," he said quietly, "but we can achieve so much. If humans are willing to learn, adapt, and cooperate, there's no limit to what we can do." Arita's voice filled the room, calm and affirming. "You have proven this, Ryan. Your species has potential beyond what it knows. Courage, creativity, and cooperation are the qualities that will allow humans to rise among the stars. You have demonstrated them all." Ryan felt a thrill of determination. He had become more than a human engineer. He had become a bridge between civilizations, a symbol of what humans could achieve, and he knew that this was only the beginning. The restored fleet moved forward into the unknown, exploring new systems, reconnecting scattered colonies, and preparing for challenges yet unseen. Ryan worked tirelessly alongside Arita, using human problem-solving to complement alien technology. Together they navigated the stars, proving that even a young species could rise to meet challenges far beyond its home world. Finally, they reached a stable system where the remnants of Arita's civilization could rebuild safely. Planets were surveyed, colonies re-established, and defensive measures implemented. Humans and aliens worked side by side, sharing knowledge, resources, and hope. Arita turned to Ryan. "You have given my people life again. You have proven that humanity can rise to meet challenges with courage, intelligence, and determination. I honor you, Ryan, and your species. Together, we will create a future where humans and my people explore, learn, and thrive among the stars." Ryan smiled, looking at the fleets and the thriving colonies. "It's amazing to see it all come together. And to think it started with a broken ship and a single engineer willing to try. Humanity can achieve greatness, and this is just the beginning." The stars outside sparkled, filled with possibility and promise. Ryan felt a deep sense of fulfillment and hope. He had repaired a ship, awakened a queen, united a civilization, and proven that humans could achieve greatness among the stars. As the fleet moved forward, ready to explore and protect the galaxy, Ryan knew that humanity's story had only begun. With courage, creativity, and cooperation, humans could rise to meet challenges that no one had imagined. The universe was vast, full of mysteries and opportunities, and he was ready to face them all. Together, humans and Arita's people embarked on a new chapter, united by purpose, ingenuity, and hope. And Ryan, once a simple engineer on a distant mining colony, became a symbol of what humanity could achieve, a reminder that even the smallest and youngest species could rise to greatness among the stars. The journey ahead was uncertain, but for the first time the future felt limitless, and as the alien queen's ship, alive and powerful, sailed through the cosmos, Rian knew that humans had found their place in the stars, ready to leave a mark on the galaxy that would last for generations.